All right, so now that we know cylindrical coordinates, let's convert some points. So let's start with convert the point. So r, theta, and z, which will be 4, 5 pi over 6, and 3 to rectangular coordinates. So I need to know what x, y, and z are. So go back to my conversion equation. X is r cosine theta. So x would be, r is 4, cosine 5 pi over 6, 4 times negative square root of 3 over 2, or negative 2 square roots of 3. That's my x coordinate. To get my y coordinate, it's r sine theta. So y will be 4 sine of 5 pi over 6, which is 1/2. So you're getting 2 for the y coordinate. And luckily, the third coordinate z is already given to me. They tell me z is 3. So here's my point now. In rectangular coordinates, it's negative 2 square roots of 3. 2 was y and 3 was z. So it's really easy to convert coordinates from cylindrical to rectangular. But what if I wanted to do the opposite conversion? So let's look at one of those. Let's convert the point x, y, z, which will be 1 square root of 3 and 2, to cylindrical coordinates. So r squared, remember that's x squared plus y squared. So r squared is 1 squared plus the square root of 3 squared. R squared will be 4. So this tells me that r is either plus or minus 2. Now in remember this is based out of polar coordinates. In polar coordinates you can have a negative r, but I like to work with positive values of r. Okay, and now let's find theta. Tangent of theta will be y over x. Tangent of theta is square root of 3. And so theta will be tangent inverse of square root of 3. So there are two angles on the unit circle where tangent is square root of 3. So we're going to need to think about the projection of your point on the xy plane. If I project onto the xy plane, my z coordinate becomes 0. And which quadrant am I in? Well, I'm in this first quadrant right here. And so I need an angle in the first quadrant. So theta will be pi over 3. If I go with r being positive. So if I go with my r, theta, and z being 2, then I would pick pi over 3, and my z coordinate is 2. Now this is not the only answer you can have. There are infinitely many answers here, actually. If I chose r to be negative, you would need to add pi to your angle, so it would be 4 pi over 3 and 2. This is a different answer, but this one would correspond to the same point.